Rampage.
Hey everyone, welcome back for a special brand new edition video about the biggest event to ever hit the biggest show on TV. That's right, I'm talking about Rick Grimes' final episode of The Walking Dead. Warning, beyond this point there are major spoilers for people who are not up to date on The Walking Dead television series. We really appreciate the amount of feedback and comments we've gotten on our last few videos, and one of the most common questions that we've seen is, how does Rick get off of that rebar? A lot of people have said it's impossible, and the whole episode is just a hallucination. We've been digging for answers to that question until we realized it was right underneath our noses the whole time. The AMC Premiere service has the opening minutes of the next episode, Rick Grimes' last episode, up on their site. Upon first look, you'd see the scene that was played as a sneak peek on The Talking Dead, where he is in a skyscraper with a younger version of himself that's clearly a hallucination. In The Talking Dead, the scene cut out when younger Rick laughed and told his older self to wake up. However, on the AMC Premiere service, the next scene plays as Rick wakes up, still impaled on a rebar rod. What came next was horrifying as Rick struggled to get off of this rod. The scene is rough and feels like Rick is being violated, which is so disheartening to watch. We've witnessed Rick go through a lot of injuries, but this one seems to be the worst ever. However, if anyone can get off of this rod, it's Rick. And he proves to be a survivor one more time as he uses his belt to hoist himself up off the rigid rebar and find his way to his horse, who almost throws him off a second time. This horse really should not be trusted. I mean, why isn't he running away from all the zombies? He's just walking, people. This scene proves Rick is pretty much the toughest guy on Earth, and he does survive his fall on the pile, which means the entire episode is not just a hallucination. As all the other sequences we've seen in the trailer were really surreal and seemed like hallucinations, while this scene was brutally real. We are very excited to see Rick's visions with Shane, Herschel, Sasha, and hopefully some surprise guests, but we're glad to know that the epic zombie fight that's coming on the bridge is 100% real. Anyone that would like to see the opening minutes in their entirety just has to sign up for the free 7-day trial of YouTube TV, and while doing that, add on the free 7-day trial of AMC Premiere. Now that we know for sure Rick is making it off of that pile, we wanted to speculate on what will end up happening to him, and based on feedback we've seen on the channel and our own thoughts, we believe that the two strongest possibilities are Rick getting taken away in the helicopter with Jadis, or he somehow falls off the bridge into the water, or the bridge collapses into the water, and everyone assumes that he's dead. We understand that Rick would try to fight to get back to Michonne and Judith, but he's going to be very weak and he could be taken captive or hostage by whoever ends up rescuing him, whether it's on the helicopter or someone finding him on a riverbank. We may not find out Rick's true fate for years, but the important thing in either of those scenarios would be that Rick doesn't die. After surviving the fall and that damn nervous horse, Rick deserves to live. We understand that an open-ended exit isn't ideal, especially with the way that this whole event has been publicized, but we think it's still the lesser of two evils, and losing Rick forever is worse.
I gotta kill all of them, just like I'm gonna kill you!
We wanted to finish our video on a lighter note and examine the end of the first hallucination scene of the next episode. Rick kind of smiles and says,
"Yeah, wake up, asshole."
We believe this was the last scene Andrew Lincoln shot. In an interview with EW, Norman Reedus stated, the very last scene that we shot, he's supposed to smile. So I kept sneaking in and tickling his feet and making him smile on this one line. And I thought it was funny. He kept asking me to keep doing it, so the last scene that he shot on this show, I'm below camera tickling his feet. The thought of Daryl tickling Rick is hilarious, and seeing what is most likely the scene where it actually happened is even better. The cast and crew are obviously a tight-knit family, and losing an amazing actor like Andrew Lincoln is bound to impact the entire production for the rest of Season 9 and beyond. However, in a speech Lincoln made after his final scene to the crew, he had some really inspiring words as he told them, "This show's not over. We still fight the good fight. Give it 1,000% in my honor, as well as all the other people that have been on the show. We bet there wasn't a dry eye in the house."
It's ours, by right!
With live and +3 and +7 ratings starting to pick back up, the series is beginning to show signs of life, and we just hope that Rick's swan song is one to remember. Thanks so much for watching our videos, everyone. We appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts and opinions, which helps make the content even better. We'll be on the lookout for more cast and crew statements and any other promotional material that is released to help prove or disprove our theories and create new ones. But in the meantime, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram at Binge Rampage. Turn on the notifications button for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out. And don't forget to subscribe.
Last time I asked God for a favor and stopped to admire a view, my son got shot. I try not to mix it up with the Almighty anymore.